What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Well, I'm recording this from my iPhone because I'm gonna do not so much a repair video, but my camp scrambler is squeaking really bad. So when I get home, I'm gonna fix it, change, and get into something comfortable. I'm just getting off work right now, but there's this squeaking noise. It sounds like a mouse. So whenever I'm rolling, like going slow and just coasting, it has a really bad squeaking noise. I think water got into the motor of the hub. So rather than sending it in and, you know, having it fixed, I'm gonna probably do it myself. So anyways, when I get to the house, I'll show you guys what I got going on. But basically, it's just gonna be fixing the rear wheel. I don't know how intense I'll get into like showing you guys, but all right, guys, here's my camp scrambler upside down, and it's making a bunch of noise in this back wheel. I already took it off. I took it apart already. So if you guys are planning on taking this gear off, it's a 7-spoke or 7, what's it called? The 7 gears? I don't even know what it's called. Never done this before, but don't take it off. Look at all these little tiny ball bearings around here. So I re-greased it. There's the tiny ball bearings. Can you see them? Right there. Tiny ball bearings. So whatever you do, if you are going to take this apart, you better do it on a flat piece of towel or something, because these ball bearings are gonna fall off. So now I'm having to put each ball bearing on one by one and stick it to the grease. I re-greased it, so look at one by one, and it's not easy. Lucky it sticks to the grease. But check it out, look at this, a ball bearing, one by one. So let me keep doing this. Look at that, one by one. Kind of annoying. Who came up with this idea? Can't you just put a sealed one in here? I'm sure you could. But check it out, one by one. What a pain. And if you lose a ball bearing, you're screwed, so to speak. Look at that, one by one. Now we got one more to put on here, and usually when you have one more left, something happens. But look at one by one. There it is. Look at that, one by one. And then this sprocket, 7-gear sprocket, you sure don't want to take the cap off, because there's more ball bearings underneath this. See this part that turns? See that? There's ball bearings in there. If you take that off, all those ball bearings are gonna fall off. So kind of a pain. Let me see if I could set you up right here and see if we can get this on here without it all falling apart. Oh, look at that, I just hit it. You know what that means? All those ball bearings are gonna come out. See how they all come out? Right there. Now I gotta push it back in there somehow. What a pain. Just because I hit it. I just said don't hit it. luckily I put a bunch of grease in there, so hopefully it helps. Let's get these back in here. There. There. Now let's try this again without hitting it. Oh my gosh. I hit it again. Well, I keep hitting it and the ball bearings keep coming out.
That sucks.
Shh. Never take that apart. Not unless you're gonna replace it. Here we go again. Make sure. This is the hard part.
Well, this ain't gonna work.
No?
The screw won't go in. It'll go in the first part, but it won't go in the second part. Like the brake part one got stripped.
Oh man.
I guess I could force it in.
Hopefully that don't come out. There. Well, that's greased.
You already got it in?
Yeah. Oh. It must have fell out.
What?
There's some more bearings right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now I gotta take it all back apart.
What a dumb design.
I thought I got it back together. Alright, we got that back on there. All solid. So, spins, locks. So now, I'm going to take this off, because this is what I'm trying to fix. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. Listen to this, see if you can hear it. Hear it? So when I'm riding, it sounds like there's a mouse in there. Hear it? So that's what I'm trying to fix. So let me take this thing apart. Let me take this apart. I think there's a mouse in here. There might be a mouse in this. It sounds like a mouse. Let's see here. Let's go right here. So let me take this. If you guys ever take this apart, let me show you something. This little star tool, it has a hole in the center, and that's because these screws, I don't know if it's focusing on it, but there's a little pin in the center of that. So it takes a special star tool with a hole in the center. I can't really tell if this is focusing in on it. Let me see if I could show you guys. See, there's a hole in the center of that. I don't know if you can see it because it's pretty small. There's a hole in the center of that. And it's because, right there, See it? There's a pin in the center of that. So it has to align with this hole. A regular, it's like a safety thing, like a lock. It's almost like a lock. So you don't take these off. But you can pick those up at Harbor Freight. If you have a Harbor Freight near you, just go get one with a pin in it. They're pretty cheap too. If you go to a regular auto store, you better be a millionaire, because they're expensive. Luckily, in my line of work, I have them. So, plus they sell them at Harbor Freight, so no big deal. So this, the way this comes out, once you get all the bolts, once you get all these bolts out, there's 6 bolts, and made in China. But once you get that out, you just tap it on the floor. And I have a lot of grease in here, so look at this. Look at this. Look at, that's what it looks like. Look at all that. Caked on grease. So now, oh, it's in here. So it's in this. I hear it. Let me move this out of the way. Oh, this is heavy. So it's in here. Let me get some of this grease off of here, because it's kind of annoying. This thing's annoying. Get some of this grease off. And just so you guys know, these are not water resistant. They're not even waterproof. Oh, there it is. It's this thing right here. Hear it? Nothing's turning except for this. Hear it? I hear it. So it's something here. It's something in here. So it has to be this thing right here. Wonder how you get this off. Does this pull off? I found the squeaking.
Huh?
I found the squeaking.
You did?
Yep.
Where was it?
I just don't know how to get to it. It's the where the gears are. Okay, that's good. Alright guys, let me show you something. This is what's squealing. See when you turn this? See that? There's a rubber seal right here that's hitting this metal. This turns, but the rubber seal in it, this thing doesn't turn, see it? And that squealing you're hearing is this contact plate hitting this rubber seal in here. So that's what I gotta figure out. How do I lube that up to where it doesn't squeal like that? Strange. So there's a rubber seal there, and that's what's squealing. I think water got in here and that's what's doing that. But see, this is what it looks like inside here. And when you turn this, let me see if I can show you guys. If you turn this, there's a gear in there. Let me get you some light. Let me show you guys. Okay. It's kind of hard to show you guys, but I'm trying to get the most light out of there. Let's see here. It's hard to see because I'm on my GoPro, but look at this. See, this whole thing turns, but this, so when you turn, see it? See this? Look at, I'll go slow. Let me see if I can get a better shot. Look in there. Yeah. Anyways, I'm trying to show you guys, but it's kind of hard. It's bright in here, but let's see here. So this thing turns. This thing also turns. See this whole thing? But see, when this whole thing turns, you don't hear that squealing. But when you just turn this by itself and hold this steady, this main part right here, if you hold that steady and turn this, the rubber squeals. I think water got in there. So somehow I got to get some kind of lube in there, like grease or something, so it doesn't squeal like that. So once I figure it out, I'll show you guys. Alright guys, I had a problem with my camp scrambler, and it was just making some noise, like a mouse was inside the tire, the rim. So when I would roll down the road, you hear this little squeaking noise. I'm sure I'll show you right now. So anyways, I had greased it, I cleaned the wheel, cleaned the bearings, not the bearings, but clean the inside of the gear. Let me show you. So look at, I cleaned all inside here, greased it up, all that. Nothing worked. Thought it was the bearing. There's bearings right here. Thought it was that. It wasn't that. What happened is we rode in the rain, and I thought it was water resistant. It is not water resistant. So even if you were to you know, ride in the rain or whatever, water does get in here in the gears. I don't know, maybe you could put some silicone on the edge or something, I'm not sure. But anyways, so I greased it up, still had that squeaky noise. I just kind of bear with it, can't talk. But anyway, so yeah, so I fixed it. It stopped for a little while, but it recently came back and it's louder. So I looked online, and what everyone's saying is use white lithium grease. So I went out and got this. Let me show you. Let me sit down because it's killing my legs. So I got this WD-40 Specialist Protective White Lithium Grease, long-lasting lubricant. So I sprayed it on here. This is where it was squeaking from. Let me put this down. This is where it was squeaking from, right here. I thought there was a rubber seal in there, but there's no rubber seal. Sprayed white lithium grease on it. The squeaking is gone. Quiet as can be. So that's what it is. Whenever you do this, use white lithium grease. It doesn't look like there's much on there, but it's coated. It's coated pretty good. So you guys could see that there's rust on here. So that's part of the reason why, you know, water does get in there. I don't know if there's a way to seal it, or maybe I could try to put a little bit of silicone around the edge and see if that helps it. Maybe I'll try that. Well, I'm just gonna put a very little bit because I don't want it to get inside here, you know. I think that might be bad for it. So anyways, that's why it was that's pretty much why it was squeaking pretty good. So anyways, I think I fixed it, so I'll let you guys know in a little while. I'll just post this and let you guys see the video and the bearings and what not to do. But so right now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray white lithium grease in here. I don't know if that's good for it or what, but so what I did, you gotta shake this stuff up. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna spray a little bit in here. You know, just get a little bit. It had some in here when I was doing this, so maybe it'll, there. That should be good. See how it's a thing, because it did have rust in there, so voila. Hopefully that helps it, you know. But so basically that's all I did, and now the squealing has stopped, and hopefully it lasts a little while, but I'll let you guys know if it does. But yeah, so hope this is helpful for someone with a camp scrambler. If you guys are washing your bike and squirting it down, I wouldn't get this motor part wet. It's just yeah, water just gets in here and it'll ruin all the stuff in there, and then you guys will be out of a bike. These motors aren't cheap. But let me put this back together. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it back together. Let me spray a little bit more right here. There we go. We'll see if that works. I'll put that in there. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I actually am gonna put some silicone right there and see if that helps it. Just a thin layer. Thin layer. Thin layer around this edge right here. Let's see if that works a little bit. There's a thin layer of silicone. Just to keep the water out. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'll try it. I just said I wasn't gonna do this, but you know what? Might as well. I should use a gasket. Alright, now let me put this on. Hopefully this works. You gotta finagle this a little bit. Don't force it. You sure don't want to force this. Let me see here. Let me lean that against the wall. Make it easier. Okay. There it goes. You don't want to force it because it'll ruin the gears. There. There. Right there. Okay. Now, let me put these screws in. Look at this. Let me put these screws in here. Then we'll wipe it down. See how that goes. And you sure don't want to turn these screws too much. It'll strip pretty easy. I'll just give it a Tommy torque. Let's see how that works. Hopefully it seals it like a watertight seal. That would be cool. And I know you're supposed to go in a star pattern. Let me put this right here. It's supposed to go in a star pattern. So there's that. There's that. There's that. 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 And that. And then we go around one time. If you guys want to know the torque specs on this, it's a Tommy torque. Here. There. And there it is. Hopefully it works. Oh yeah, look at it. No squeak. So now let me wipe this off. Get the extra stuff off. How you doing? There it is. Alright. Now, clean this off. Alright, there it is, guys. All back together. No squealing. Yeah, no squealing. Now I just gotta go throw it back on the bike. Let's see here. Once again, WD-40 Specialist Protective White Lithium Grease. It even shows bearings on there. Put that right there. Now let's throw it back together. Hopefully it works. Well, it's gonna work, but it's gonna work. It's just, let me get it back together. Oh yeah, I gotta put all those pieces back in here too. See this right here? This goes like that. This goes like that. This has to turn like that, but now I gotta get these on here. These washers. This washer has to go on the inside. Let's see. Oh wait. Wrong one. This goes on the inside over here. Right there. Washer first. So the other washer goes first. Then this goes next. So this goes next. And then this goes over. There's a washer. I have silicone on here because it holds on one of the black caps, which I don't know what I did with. Somewhere around here. Oh, it's over there. Put it over there. So this goes on. So, and then this will go on there. But let me get this side on. Let's see, this goes on first. I think this goes on first. Like so. Like so. Yeah. Then this washer, and then this washer, and then the nut. So here's the washer. You guys probably can't see, but this is how it goes on. Okay. And this side. Let me show you this side. This side. So this washer goes on first, and then this little piece right here. And what you could do, where is it at? Oh, right here. You could throw this on. You put it on right here. Let me show you. I have a game playing right now too. That's, if you hear any noise like birds, that's what this thing's doing. Okay. Let me get this Allen wrench. This goes on right here. Okay, so that's tight. Now, I just need to tighten it. Let's see. I'll leave you guys right there. Okay. Let's go on this side. I actually need to get a socket. I think it's 18 millimeter. Okay, there's that.
When your speaker's gonna get here?
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah.
So you fixed it?
Yeah. Yeah. I hear the bearings still, but that's because I put a lot of grease. Pedal it. Because it's upside down. Yeah. The chain acts different when it's upside down. So it sounds loud, but at least it's not.